As we're back with Let's Play the Legend of Dragoon, Part 15. I am your gracious host, James, the whole show. Last time we fought Linus, we found out the fake Emily, and now we're headed into the flower city of Danu. We're headed in here because this is the only place we could get on the Queen's Fury, the legendary warship. So I lost that data. If you come right here to where this guy's standing at and you touch this pawn, there's a Stardust there. Oh shit, well, we all healed up. We'll get healed on the boat. So you run through here. The first place you would have went to is that first house on the right. Spoke to that lady. You go all the way up here. You talk to the mayor. Once you go in there, you speak to him. If you run all the way along the side in the same room as the mayor and go all the way to the left, in the sink there's another Stardust. So what you want to do is go back here. There's only the two. The Queen's Fury is down here. This is the warship, or sailing ship, I'm guessing. I think it's a warship that they called it. So basically it's going to be a little downtime of a lot of dialogue, a lot of talking. Nothing really major that goes on in this, but there is a part coming up that's going to be pretty major. Pueller is the guy, like, basically he's like the I honestly don't say. I guess the captain. Excuse me. It is a little late, but yes, he is like the captain of the ship, if I'm not mistaken. Well, now we're all ready to go. Talk to Kayla, and she let you on. So let us on. Basically, this is gonna be a whole I follow you type of thing. You gotta start one character and then you have to run to find everybody that they're looking for. You talk to them. See, it's moving on its own. I was not even controlling that, so yes, it does move on its own. There's Rose up top. Oh, in the last video before this gets going, I did level up her edition Hardblade. So now I have her last edition called Demon's Dance. Oh, the party is about to start. Because Hardblade maxes out at a damage percentage of 300. So while Demon's Dance starts off at 200, it gets a lot stronger as it levels up. And it's a quick way to level up her. It does a lot of damage and it gives her good SP. So let's save it really quickly. So yep, you're with Shauna. So of course you know Shauna's looking for Dart. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So basically you're gonna run up and you're gonna run through here. I think there is some Stardust on this boat. Let me take a look at it real quick and see. I know there are Stardust on this boat, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, there are two in here. Yep, there are two in here. So I'll probably get them off screen somewhere near what's his name? I have to actually figure it out because I don't know exactly where it is because I'm not familiar with the ship that well, because I'm only ever in it this one time, and then it's like I almost never go into the ship. There are mini games in here, if I'm not mistaken. You just run up here. I think it's one near Kongal. I'm just gonna have to look for it. If I can get it on screen, I'm just gonna get it because I do have to look for them. So you go up here. There's Haschel. You just go up here. You'll find Dart. They have a little dialogue. Yep, there you go. And you go talk to Dart. This is where Dart really starts to, you know, develop the romantic stuff for Shauna. Basically, she's talking about you and me. Dart like, what? So basically, she confesses how she feels in a way, and then she runs. So now Dart will say who he's looking for. Okay, so with Rose, you already know what Rose is. Rose is up here. Yep, there you go. Move up. So basically, Dart figured maybe Rose will know something about the Black Monster because she knows about generally everything. So basically, Dart doesn't have any. He doesn't have any. I think Rose looks for Haschel, so you know exactly what Haschel is. But I think what now Dart has, since Lavis taught him, he's like, revenge is not a big thing. Excuse me. I think she looks for Haschel. I think it's cool to get to run around with some of these characters. But yeah, you do actually I don't think he doesn't want revenge anymore, so Dart doesn't want revenge on the Black Monster anymore. Go out here. Actually, I love Rose's sprite. I would love to see this game remaster. See, they say Haschel, then you go talk to Haschel. I'm guessing since they're both the oldest. If anybody's wondering how old Kongal is, I think he's in his 30s. I think he's in his late 30s. Haschel is 60. Like I told you, Rose is over 11,000 years old. Dart is 23. Shauna is 18, Lavis is 34, Albert is 26. So now we'll look for Kongal. So now he's gonna have a flashback of his daughter. His daughter is in the black. He was just too hard on him. Bam. and almost killed him. So basically, Haschel got mad. He got mad because she hit her too hard. She made a mistake, and like I told you with Haschel, he basically told his daughter to get out of sight because she actually had intent to kill when she hit, and I'm guessing that was just a mistake. So I honestly think it may be a side quest I haven't figured out yet, but you might actually find a way to actually see Claire, like for real. Well, basically, now you're looking for Kongal. Kongal's not hard to find either. Just go down these stairs. Because basically, you just want to move through the story. Because the next part is not really hard, but you want to get as many. Well, I'll say this. Basically, every enemy is dark, so you want to going to get every light-based attack you can get magically. Because Rose was going to go to work. So basically come down here. Here's where Kongal is. So let's see. Oh, there's a Stardust right there. See this little barrel right here? It said somewhere near Kongal, behind him or above him or whatever. I'm just looking for 30 of them. So if I can find 30, we're good to go. I'll have another platinum trophy. I've almost doubled my trophy since the past 2 years. Really been trophy hunting. Their dialogue really isn't that long. They just have it because, you know, Kongal doesn't speak in well sentences. So now Kongal is going to look for, that's right, we get to run around as Kongal. You get to run around as Kongal. It's a little weird because he's running around because he's so big. But once you run around with him, he looks for Albert. Albert is very simple. You just run through here. Because like basically you just have to look everywhere to find out where they are. He's in this area. Walk straight through there. And then you'll see Albert sitting there above. You'll see him. And basically after he talks to Albert, Albert gives him his little thing and tells him what's going on. I'm sorry guys, it's just PlayStation took some out of my account that I didn't realize was going to come out automatically because I don't have my PlayStation Plus on auto renew, so I ain't gonna worry about it. But what we're doing is, like you said, basically Albert's giving him a good talking to, and basically just tells him what he Kongal is asking him questions because basically he's interacted with humans more. And Kongal is just a giant, so you know he doesn't speak very well. So when he says socialize with his friends, he's just looking for Muru. Muru is up here. And there she is. Basically, whack, she throws a pillow at him, I think. She just chucks that whole thing at him. So they sit here and talk, you know, she's 16, he's 26. Now, once you say that, please excuse me. Watch what Muru says. Whatever. The king became too serious. Now's my big chance to hang out with Dart. See, with the exclamation points, that's what gives it away that she likes Dart. And of course, you know what Dart is. So once you talk to Dart, that's when the story should move. This should be If you skip through the dialogue like I do, it should be pretty fast, because most of the times people play this game not for really the dialogue or the story. They play through this game because the gameplay is just fun and simple. I'd sit back and watch videos and just grind on it, so I talk to somebody on the phone, and before you know it, I'm good. And that dart spotted. So you get to choose here. I just say it's Merle. It says she trying to get him to come around the ship with him. You know, Rose is strange. She doesn't trust Rose. And then basically Dart's like, hey, Murray, you ain't told us much about you. And she's like, I'm the exception. So, yeah. But she thinks Rose is hiding something. Which I can tell you she is. No, basically Murray's expedition. First, I don't really do anything else. I just go up top and I make the story go by. The story goes by as you go up, because Rose basically sees what's about to happen next. Well, you can get off on that little platform, but it doesn't really do anything that I know. Basically, she wants to, like I said, don't play a joke on her, cause like don't play a prank on her, because she doesn't like jokes. Hell, honestly, Rose might have killed her if she did that. Rose comes off as very cold, but she's it's kind of hard. Her relationship with Dart is just weird. It was like motherly, then it was kind of like romantic, then it was kind of like never know. So here's the next part. This is a ghost ship. Is a ghost ship. I used to hate this part when it first came out, but then this is, yes, this was a PS1 game, so think about how good these graphics were back then. This looks amazing. Basically, that ghost ship crashes into ours. And basically we're stuck now. We can't go anywhere until we investigate this ghost ship and do what it needs to be done. A lot of restless spirits and every good thing. Well, basically there are no, the best thing about this is you can sleep whenever. If you want to grind here, grind up additions, grind for levels, this is a good spot to do it. All these guys just look retarded. I don't know why they're just hopping like that. Oh, they just look crazy. Why are they jumping like that? I don't know, they're just anxious or what, but now it's like, let's do this. This is the engine room. They gotta go fix the engine room. So I guess Kayla was like the little fix-it person. So purely, like I say, he's the captain, so we had to wait for a while, like nothing we can do. And Rose knows what this ship is. I don't know how she knows what Wallace Stiff is. And Shauna, that's why we have to go now, because basically Shauna got taken by these crazy spirits. How she worked onto the ship, the world may never know. But this is why we have to solve this ship. And this little purple guy is going to be the center of it right now. These skeletons come to life and they want to attack, but then these ghost knights appear, and they actually protect Shauna. And then that little purple thing runs away. So basically she's alright. And now we just kind of figure out what to do. So I am gonna go back real quick. So now I have to rearrange my party. So no, I don't want Maru. Give me Haschel, and that's the party. See, like I say, dark can never be taken out. So basically, this ship does not have random encounters. Those little spirit balls, they basically are the encounters. You touch one, that's what happens. See this little blue item down here? You go down here. You can go into the weapon depot. I always want to check out your weapons. Hit that. A glaive. You get that. I'll just buy it anyway. Beast Fang. This is where you're able to buy the Beast Fang. Warrior Dress, have it already. And basically, this stops bewitchment. You might want this because that little enemy, the little purple thing, he's able to put that on you. And I actually gamed over my last playthrough because of it. I'm still not going to use it because screw it. I know how to take them down pretty easily. So go back out of there, go back down, and you want to enter the item depot. So you want to buy, let's see, Healing Breeze, Healing Potions are fine. I got Translate. You want some Dancing Rays. In fact, you're going to need them for the boss fight. But I'm just going to use it to kill a lot of these enemies because screw them. So, no, don't want to go down there. So go back here. You can rest. You don't even have to worry about paying for anything. You can just rest, fully heal. So I say you could have everything you need right in front of you. So this is a good spot to grind because everything's right here. You can just stand there and touch those little balls and call it a day. There is more to this ship. That, like this first door you run into, it's called it's a little box in there. Now the box has like 5 different items in it, and you have to get certain numbers of it. I'm not very sure how well it works. This door right here, I'm not very good. I don't even remember it at all. Like I say, the guy that I learned it from was Missile Down Online. All I know is the last item is a Ultimate War God if you get it correctly. So this is when you get into a battle. It's an Ultimate War God. You can get a free one, but you gotta learn it. I would check out the video that does it, because I couldn't tell you exactly which one it is, but it does help. Well, this is basically what you run into. You run into a skeleton and these little fireballs. They're all dark elemental. Well, these fireballs might be fire. Yep, they are fire. The skeletons are dark. So you're just gonna guard for now. Rose, use it. Oh, I don't even need a Dancing Ray. I could use this Meteor Fall because I don't need it right now. I will show Demon's Dance off, so don't worry. For anybody who hasn't seen it, I will use it. They all die pretty easy. They don't have a lot, so Shauna, if you have that arrow that has the light-based attacks, just use that. That can really help too. Also, I did actually get that when I was grinding up a level or 2 right after the last video. I did get that item for Shauna. Actually, I'm about to take Haschel out the party so I can show you her. Let's see. Replace. Let's put Shauna in the party real quick. I haven't even showed off her Dragoon at all. I could show you what Star Children is like. So basically with Shauna, I got what that arrow is called. It was called the Bermudan arrow. The other arrow, that's somewhere later in the game, but this thing, it puts confusion on them. So also, if you want to keep the longbow, as you see, it raises her stats by 10%. So it raises her attack by 10%. I would keep that just in case you want to farm more of those monsters. She can always put this on to get an MP back. I'll probably drop that on. I can always put the War God amulet on, but I don't really need it right now. So first thing, run in here. Have a little scene. Basically, all these guys are looking for like the captain. So your whole objective is to get into the captain's room. So eventually, you don't have to worry about going in there. So what you want to do next is once that happens, you want to go downstairs. So there's yep, and you know, Dark gets a little. I'm actually about to do I need to take that heat blade off? I don't think I need to take it off him. Just if you have that heat blade on, just don't attack those fireballs much, unless you're just trying to level up his additions. Because basically, him using those balls, him attacking them is gonna do half damage. So you see this little thing? When you see it, run into the same room as it. Let's see if we can get any more new enemies to spawn. Yep, that is a soul reaper thingy. I gotta remember what it's called. Let's see. It's Dark Elemental, I can tell you that. Those little balls can use different attacks if I'm not mistaken. In fact, I will show you I will show you Shauna's transformation. So we're gonna go into. This is what how she transforms. I like her transformation too. She does have all of her spells, so yeah. Let's see. You got Moonlight that actually restores all health to an alive enemy. It will recover an enemy, like it'll be like a angel's prayer, but it won't heal them fully. It'll just bring them back to life. Star Children is the attacking thing. The Gates of Heaven, this recovers your HP completely, like literally that covers your health completely. For all party members. And the White Silver Dragon, it does damage to everybody. And it gets what do you call that? And it actually recovers your party. So she has a really good spell. Let's do Star Children. And it's a really powerful attack on dark enemies. Look at that. Just one shot at the other little guy in the back. Nope, she still doesn't have any additions, but her attacks are stronger. So I'm not going to attack with Dark. I'm actually just going to heal up Shauna, because when I need more healing potions, I could just run over and go grab those. She does take reduced damage inside of those. Oh, come on, Rose. He's supposed to knock that out the park. She does take reduced damage in her Dragoon armor like anybody else, because she's my first character to level 5, because when she shoots her arrow, like so, watch this. You even hear it, 151. If she shoots that arrow, she can one-shot any one of those little fireballs. Or the Will-O-Wisp, as they're called. Yep, Will-O-Wisp. This is Demon's Dance. Demon's Dance. She has a really seductive voice. That always made me wonder why Rose never had any children. Like, did she ever have any? Is something going on? So run into this room quickly before those Will-O-Wisps start responding. So what you want to do is jump up here, and you want to touch this box. He pops out. You jump down, and now he summons these little skeletons. Basically, these skeletons are really easy to get rid of, because they're all dark elemental like you saw before. So one dancing ray, or if you use Shauna, you can get rid of these guys completely. In the boss fight, I'm actually gonna use Shauna's I'm gonna use her last spell, the white silver dragoon. You actually summon the dragon. It's so cool. I'm gonna show you. See, they can be pretty much dicks. Look at them just attack Shauna. Like, literally, they just want to bother her. Like, she ain't even done nothing. They just want to attack her for no reason. In fact, now you got jerks got to die. Y'all should have left her alone. And I really don't even need to do it this much, but because this boss fight that's coming up is a little tricky. So be careful. I'll show you how tricky it is, but it can be, because basically it's one of those boss fights where you don't win the boss fight unless you take the boss and his supporting cast members down all at the same time, in terms of if any of the little ones, any of his henchmen respond, the boss battle is not over. So basically you just need a big AoE light attack that'll kill them all. So now you see that run into this room, because this is basically where that other purple little thing, he's in that box now. So see, he pops out, and now you fight him and two of these skeletons. Now be very careful with this little purple thing, because he's the one that does that. He can do this little hat attack, or he'll open his hat and show flowers, and he can charm you. You don't want charm. Charm is a worse version of confusion, but it's better in a way, because you can throw confusion off you can throw charm off by attacking the actual enemy. So it's a magician bogey. We just gonna use another dancing ray. You could just one-shot all of these enemies with dancing rays. As long as you do enough, as long as you hit X enough, you'll kill everything on like one shot. Well, he's still alive, but he can still be pretty. He could be pretty annoying. You see, I think they have about 900 health, so they have a decent amount of health. So let's just shoot him. This arrow also has a chance of confusing people. See, that's one right there. See how you just hit her? It didn't charm her, but it did hurt. That's the thing that can put charm on you. I hate that thing. That sapphire pin, basically you have to be damaged magically. Physically it won't count. You have to be damaged magically. But you see, Shauna is at a lower level and she has much lower HP, so just keep healing her if you need to. Only if you decide to use her. You can use anybody you want to. I just chose Shauna because I haven't really shown her off yet. I haven't shown her off much, and she's like the person I rotate in the most when I'm farming special enemies. So you crush these things, then it runs away as usual. It's gonna keep running away. So basically, you notice every time you come out of a room or not, all of these are just responding, so they can't even touch you. Like that, get 50G, come in here. So what I recommend you do if you plan on this PS4 version, now if you go touch that little start, hold on, before I do that, start, quick save, bam, quick save immediately. This battle can be very treacherous. So that little spark up there, if you touch it, that'll summon these little ghost people. They'll give you 3 numbers if I'm not mistaken, and then you have to go into that first room I was telling you about with that box. If you put those numbers in the correct order, it's a trick to it, but if you can do it in a certain amount of times, you'll get the best item. You'll get the best item out of that box. So like I say, if you want to watch that guide, go see Missile down online. He walks you right through it. This here is where the trouble gets in. So you see the box start jumping around everywhere. So basically, when it's there is when when this mini boss battle happens. So as I can tell you, Now you don't want to use Shauna's you don't want to use her her magic if you don't want to, or if you have a way of healing her magic. I say go for it, because you can just go back to the you go back to the Queen's Fury and buy Sun Rhapsodies. But if you want to use some magic, let Rose use it. Well, I would let Rose use it because I have a Legends cast on her. So basically, Dart's just gonna guard. Shauna's gonna guard. So there is nothing wrong with them guarding, because when they do that other little attack, when they hit you with those flowers, they can remember, they can charm you with it. But if you blocking, you're most likely gonna block the status effect. So I'm gonna let Rose do this time. Let me say I know I had some more dancing rays. That stunning hammer, that's basically, it can stun minor enemies. I think I got that off one of those they're called Earth Breakers, I think. You find those in the Barrens. Those other big enemies I told you about. So look like they're just that. So you can also do trance lights really fast if you want to kill these things. Thought that would do more damage to them, but guess not. Even with her Legends cast on it, don't do much. So we'll keep wailing on them until they die, because these things will get annoying. Because at that point, they had put charm on each one of my party members, and they just killed each other. They literally sat there and killed each other. And there was nothing I could do about it. I was so upset. I don't know if you can stun these enemies or even use the magic 6 stone. So if you feel free to try. I've never tried it because I'm too worried about charm getting put on me, which I don't need. You know, like I've said before, once you beat the enemy with charm, it will once you beat the enemy with charm, that charm, your person, charm breaks automatically. And as you can see, they're still alive. And as you can see, that stuns you. They can be very annoying. So basically she gets up just to fall back down. These things are so annoying. Now as you see, I'm gonna have to heal Rose because she's in the red. And come on, Shauna, knock it out. There you go, Shauna, knock it out. That's the last you'll have to see the Magician Bogies for now. I don't think you have to bother with him anymore. And there is Dart. He just finally leveled up to his last edition. So his last Dragoon spell. So now he's able to summon his dragon. Which is perfect because I get to use it in the very last boss fight. So, Ghost Captain, he says come to the, he wants me to come to the cabin. So basically, like at the end of this disc, the last boss that's at the end of this disc is going to, oh, it is going to be so satisfying to crush that, to crush him with so lovely. So you want to run through here. You can kind of dodge them. As you can see, you just run right through them, but you may touch one. But like I say, that's what makes this play so easy, because if you touch it, you're just good to go. I remember when I first played this game, I couldn't stand those they just love messing with Shauna. And she is just like I say, do not attack with Dart, cause if you got that Heat Blade equipped, because it does make his attack stronger, but it will do half damage. I will say that multiple times, so you remember. So Rose, as you can see, she can one-shot these things. Well, he can one-shot those things. I'm probably not gonna heal up too much anymore. I'm just gonna kind of I'm gonna go back to the ship and heal up off screen in between the final boss battle and everything, because we're already almost done with this place. And you see, it gives 100 points at a time. But since Dart was getting more with Crush Dance, that's how he was getting that. I think I was under level when I came here. I was struggling so hard to try to get Dart to level 22 to learn Madness Hero, because that's not an addition that's meant for damage. It's meant to level up his addition, because it doesn't have a high damage multiplier, but it has a really good that has a damage multiplier, but it has a I think the max it out, it gives you 220 SP a time, so you get 2 full bars of Dragoon when you use it. So that's basically like if you're more Dragoon based and you don't really care about that type of damage, but you're trying to use it some other way. So basically I lied, I'm gonna heal anyway, because I know I might have to run into another one of these. Okay, so what's going to do? Nope, pellet. You can use these on these things. Yep, this is that little thing. I think I got this thing after. I think I got that while I was grinding too. That thing is called Deathly. That thing is something. He might have an instant death attack, if I'm not mistaken. And did she put fear on it, or was it immune to fear? I think it's immune to it. See? Figured, I knew it had an attack like that. Note, it's never used that on me, but it does. The piece of kill it, Dart, and killed your woman. And he's immune to fear. Let's see. Let's bring Shauna back. You know, if you left the battle and you tried to beat it with you beat the battle without her, she would easily just come back with 1 HP, but ain't no point. I'll just show you what I mean to do some damage to it. Oh, he missed completely. As you can see now, when she does hit an arrow, she's doing 100. She's getting 150 SP. They should have let your Dragoon keep going up levels for all the SP, so that way it could, like, its stats could increase a little bit, maybe a defense, you know, to give it more of a reason to use it. I mean, like I said, it's simplistic, but you know, just to have a little extra, because Dragoons I think they were pretty cool in this game. Yep, and now it closed by itself. And now this thing, the ghost captain, he's saying, "Help me." He was killed by. He killed the crew, Nanny, Knight, me, and the newborn princess. Him, the black monster. If anybody's guess, I will say it because I don't know exactly when they will, but yes, Rose is the black monster. If you haven't already guessed, that's how she knew what this ship was. Then notice when every time he said something like that, get 100 G out of that. You get 200 out of that. Pick this up. You get the key to the Phantom. You get the key to the Phantom ship. So before I even get into this boss fight, what we're going to do is, as you can see, when you defeat one of those will-o-wisps, it does actually go away. So actually, I am going to end the video here because I'm just going to wrap these enemies up real quick. So when I do come back, we're going to actually do that boss fight and continue on to where we need to go. So with that being said, love you guys. I hope you guys are really enjoying these videos like I am. Keep them coming, keep the energy coming, keep the energy flowing. I'll be back with another video soon. Thanks guys. Peace.